Hello to the citizens of the great city of Lynn. My name is Taso Nikolakopoulos, and I'm running for Councilor At-Large. You all may know me from John's Roast Beef and Seafood in the corner of Western Ave and Chatham, and also as the former chairman of the Lynn Area Chamber of Commerce. Now, why am I here today? To be honest, running for public office was never something I dreamed about growing up. But I'm here today because I truly believe in people and taking action to better their community. I believe that everyone has the power to make a difference and should pursue in its best ability. It may sound a cliche or something that a typical politician would say, but for me, honestly, it's the least I can do. A few years back, I watched in horror as John's Roast Beef burned to the ground. That place was not just a restaurant to me, it was home. It was where I grew up, it's where I learned the hard value of labor and hard work. It was passed on to me by my parents, and somehow it became a family heirloom. I cannot describe the devastation I felt that day, but it was because the outpouring support of our community that helped me rebuild where I am today, and that's Lynn. Lynn is where I call home. Lynn is where I live, and Lynn is where I raise my children, and Lynn is where I work. But at that time, something happened. When I thought I was down and out, the community showed its true colors and picked me back up again. Through the assistance of my family, friends, and countless individuals across the city, I was able to get the restaurant back on its feet within 9 months after the fire. In the adversity, I witnessed the true values of the people in Lynn. I experienced firsthand the incredible character of the citizens of this great city. And this is precisely why I'm running here today, because it pales in comparison to what the city has already done for me and my family. What are my qualifications? I've had the opportunity to work for state government. I worked in the Committee on Transportation. I went on to work in the private sector for Sverdrup Civil, working on the Central Artery Project, Old Colony Railroad, and the Third Harbor Tunnel. And then I went on to purchase my restaurant from my mom and dad 15 years ago today. I had the passion for large initiatives like that by my tenure was cut short by my parents, decided to sell the business, and for me to take over. I said it before, it was more than a restaurant. There's no way I could say no. So purchasing the restaurant was the only way for me. What is my vision? My mission now is to finally put all those skills and lessons I've learned through those experiences to a test. Our city is in the midst of a crisis, and I want to join the City Council to help provide a vision for our city, for a brighter future. That vision is exactly what our city has been lacking for far too long. The new vision we're trying to create will impact all aspects of our community, but the three most critical areas are education, public safety, and economic growth. Regarding education, our vision needs to be clear about the goals that our educations are. We don't teach our children just for the sake of teaching. We educate them so they can be capable, successful adults. We therefore must align expectations with how our education system works by creating alternative pathways to success for students who didn't go down the traditional route. And a recent study showed that 83% of children that graduate Lynn Public High Schools do not attain a 4-year college degree. We need to create different pathways for those 83%. Innovative approaches such as skilled labor, apprenticeships, computer sciences, and health sciences are the skill set we need to provide our children with to provide jobs in the future. Our vision also has to be of a community we feel that we need to be safe. Given the city's poor economic situation, our public safety offices have been underfunded and understaffed. That is a harsh reality as it is today, combined with some of the crises we are facing today, such as the opiate crisis. It is downright scary. But as I said before, adversity brings out the best of Lynners. This is why our vision will include innovative approaches to keeping our city safe, like community policing programs, creative thinking like the Beyond Walls project, and many more. Finally, many of our city's problems stem from poor economic situation. We are facing a severe deficit in taxation, and budget cuts are only putting a Band-Aid on a much larger problem. In order to adequately address this problem, our future vision must include a city planner and a planning department. This is a standard part for almost all municipalities. We're the largest city in the state without a planning department, and this has been ignored for far too long. A planning department not only coordinates the vision of how the city is constructed, but also plays a critical role in grant writing to bring more funding into the city, as well as working with developers who want to invest in the City of Lynn and bring much needed jobs. We can't perform these big changes we desperately need if we aren't equipped with the core essentials of city government. In conclusion, I would like to thank my family, friends, and supporters who have made my candidacy possible. I also like to thank the entire City of Lynn for turning me into the man I am today. Lynn is an incredible place, and I feel it's time that we remind people of that. It's time to reinvigorate our love and passion for the future of this city. That's why I kindly ask you for one of your 4 votes come September and November. I'm Taso Nikolakopoulos, and I'm running for Councilor At-Large.